on, you guys? Welcome to the Cowboys Corner. This is the Half Table Show with your one and only Half Table Show co-host, Fifth Quarter Cowboys. Everybody say, he's in the building.
Yeah. I got DJ music, man. I like that. I like the applause. The applause is good. I like that. Yeah. I like the applause, man.
Yeah.
Stop, man.
Hey, we're getting it, baby. We're getting it.
I like that.
The Dallas Cowboys. Let's get it, baby. Playoff football time, Fifth Quarter Cowboys. Are you hyped or what?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. I'm happy for the Cowboys being in this position. We just, we haven't got past the second round, the first round since 2018 with the Seahawks, and hopefully we can go to the NFC Championship, and if we get there, we had to face off against Jalen Hurts and them guys over there, and I got the confidence in us to if we can get past this, I do believe we get into the Super Bowl.
Ooh, well, let's just focus on this game. I don't want to think too far ahead. I went live with the 49er fan, CG Ruthless Sports. Great guy. And I did that. I did that last night on his show. I was thinking, okay, if that happens with them and the Eagles and the Giants, we could beat those guys, yada. I got too far ahead of myself. I said, hold on. We're playing the 49ers. Right, we got to get a hold of these 49ers. So let's start right out the gate, man. What player for the Dallas Cowboys needs to be on their game?
11 from heaven.
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons, hands down.
Why?
Because they got a mobile quarterback and they got a guy in Deebo Samuel they can get out there. Deebo Samuel, whatever his name. And they got Christian McCaffrey. So what we got to do is keep pressure on the quarterback. Therefore, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. He ain't faced nobody like Parsons. Nobody there with the speed of Parsons. Let me say that because he faced some good defensive ends, but you never know what Parsons can come from here. They can blitz Parsons from the linebacker position, or they can put his hand in the dirt. So we just gotta stay aggressive with Parsons, get that rookie quarterback head on a swivel and keep him nervous, and we'll be okay. Because offensively, I feel like we can match them, even with Deebo, even with CMC. I do feel like we got a lot of weapons. It's just unfortunate that our offensive coordinator really don't know how to use them. But if because D-Law gonna do his job regardless. I'm not worried about DeMarcus Lawrence. He's gonna do his job. Van Der Esch gonna do his job. We need Micah Parsons to be the guy that we see him be the first 6 games of the season. What we saw him do all last year. We need Parsons to be real big. Oh, we need 11. We need Micah Parsons to be the number 1 guy. That's what we need to step up. If Parsons carry that defense, even though he's in his second year, he carries that defense. If Micah Parsons is on fire, everybody else is on fire. DeMarcus Lawrence is that old head they can hold you in a fight with smarts because he's been around for a long time. So D-Law gonna do his thing. We need this young lion to step up and show the reason that he get all the praise he get. So I'm not worried about the interior guys or none of that because they're going to do their job. We need Michael Parsons to be all over the field. They don't have the job Parsons have. Or Diggy Zoo or Hankins Auto guy. They don't have the job Parsons have. We need Parsons to be that guy. Every team has that guy on defense. You don't look at the defense and say, man, I need Diggy Zoo to step up. No, you look at the defense and say, I need this guy to step up. Like the 49ers, they need Bosa to step up on defense. That's what they look for. So, in my opinion, 11 got to be that guy on defense today.
No, 100%. And before I get to my player, Coach Dante in the house. What's good, you guys? 2 of my favorite Dallas Cowboy content creators, Fifth Quarter Cowboys and Cowboys Corner. Coach Dante, we got to get you on here. He represents the Houston Texans, but he's been watching us, Fifth Quarter Cowboys, all the way since the original roundtable. So Max Fries became a member. I appreciate that. 1,000%. But my player, Fifth Quarter Cowboys, who needs to step up, all right? I'm going to go with our entire safety group. I'm talking about Malik Hooker. I'm talking about Donovan Wilson. I'm talking about Jaron Kearse. I'm talking about Israel Mukuamu. All right. The Cowboys ran a lot of dime last week and had way more safeties than corners on the field. Okay. I need that to continue. I need speed on speed. You talk about McCaffrey, you talk about Debo, you talk about that number 13 they got over there. I can't think of his name. We got to confuse this rookie quarterback. Yes, he's on a hot streak. Yes, he has great talent around him. Yes, he don't have to put the game on his shoulders. All he has to do is get all that going. And I think if our safeties can play big for us, Leighton Vander Esch can play big for us, I think that's going to help Micah Parsons feast and get into the head of this rookie real early. And Coach Dante just became a member too. I appreciate that, brother.
I agree. That's why I said I feel like for the most part, Vander Esch do his job. I feel like the interior guys do their job. Odigizua will flash when he's supposed to. Like I said, D-Law's always going to be the veteran, lead this team. But if we got that linebacker, or you can call him DN or whatever, that has running back speed, if he's all over that field doing his job, if he's disruptive like he was last week, Purdy's going to be scared, man. He's going to be looking around. He's not going to know. They're going to try to run the ball a lot. CMC going to get busy, but we got CMC been catching a lot of passes out the slot. He better watch himself with Donovan Wilson back there. Because, boy, you catch that ball and turn around, you'll get popped, man. So he better look out for number 6. He better look out. But like I said, for me, it's 11. Parsons has to be – when Parsons not on his game, the teams score big on us.
Yeah.
No, if he's not on his game, they score big.
No, and he's going against one of the best, Trent Williams. He's going against one of the best in Trent Williams. So Parsons has to step up. Parsons, I don't want to make this a Parsons versus Bosa game. I don't want to do that.
No.
But what I need Parsons to do is he said it himself, right? This is where the legends are made. This is where it counts. All the stuff in the regular season, that it is what it is. Your legacy starts and is made in the playoffs. Tony Romo said that in his exit speech in the middle of the season, right? And this right here is where Parsons has to step big for us. This game right here with these 49ers, this is who the Cowboys wanted. All right, we've heard that from this locker room, fifth quarter Cowboys. If they come out here and lose this game, I got a question for you. Will they be considered soft?
The Cowboys?
Yes. If they lose this game against the 49ers, after all the talk, this is who we wanted. This is a revenge game. This, that, and the third. Will they be like how they it depends on how they play, right? If they get a nail biter, field goal loss, or whatever. But let's say it happens like what the Eagles just did to the Giants, right? If the 49ers come in here and do that to us, well, is this team soft?
No, I don't think so. Sometimes you just get beat. Sometimes the other team is just better. Sometimes another team makes that one play. And like you said, it just depends on how the game go. But at the same time, sometimes that team can make that one play. Sometimes that team needs to be you. You got to figure out a way to win, especially in a nail biter, or if it come down to a first down or a stop by the defense. You just got to be the better team on that possession. And if you let them get a first down, whether it's run or pass, then hey, you just got beat. You just got beat, man. It would have to stop all the talk of like, oh, we can do this, or we like this, or we know who we got in the locker room. You have to stop all that crap. I wouldn't want to hear none of that. I wouldn't want to hear none of that, man. You had an opportunity. You got past the first round. Cool. You got that stigma off you again. You to the second round. You get another chance at San Francisco, who sent you home last year in the first round. You should be more motivated more than anybody in the playoffs. You should be motivated more. The Giants, nobody predicted the Giants being in the playoffs.
Nobody.
You would have never thought that. If the Giants would have had a better record throughout this year, they'd have had more confidence in their team, and I feel like they would have really beat the Eagles. But they weren't prepared. They weren't prepared, man. But we've been playing decent all year, and you got to go out there and beat the 49ers. What's up, Paul? It ain't no excuse. You just got to go out there and beat them, man. So I won't say we would be considered soft, but I wouldn't want to hear nothing after this. Just say we lost, we're going home. That's just it. I don't want to hear we trust the guys in the locker room. We'll be back next year. Man, don't bring none of that to that podium if you lose, man. Set it with a better team.
Grace Ambassador right here makes a good point. T.Y. Hilton is the X factor in this game. He's looking for 8+ receptions from T.Y. What do you think?
I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
Why not?
I don't agree with that. I feel like the guy has to be in this game as your number one receiver. It's the guy that you told he's the number one now. He has to be the guy. I don't care if he's doubled. I don't care. 88 got to be the guy today. He has to be the guy today. Hands down. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. But CeeDee Lamb has to show his butt today. I'm talking about 120, 125. CeeDee Lamb got to make them guys come over here. I need safety. I need everybody on CD. 88 got to step up and show it today. Not TY. We brought him in towards the end to give us a boost. 88 has to be that guy today. Your number one guy, who's probably gonna get a big contract, has to step up today.
Yeah. 1980. I'm sending you the link right now.
He has to step up today. That's just it. Ain't no question about it. 88 got to step up today. I'm not gonna say it's TY. 88 been here with Dak for 3 years. 88 got to step up today. Why TY can come in and be the swag receiver. TY can come in and give it a little sauce at the end. But through the whole game, 88 got to bring that pain to him today, man. Not Gallup. No, it got to be CD. Can you do the CeeDee Lamb? Wipe your nose. No, I would never do that. Wipe your nose.
Ooh.
But yeah, man, it got to be CD, bro. You got to let your number one, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to let your number one be the man out there, bro.
Oh.
The star player must be great. Dax, exactly. Step, that's what I'm saying. Not TY. No, the younger, the quicker, and your number one got to be the guy today. And this the playoffs.
Yeah.
CD, no, I don't agree with the TY Hill. No way.
We got a $2 super chat right here. It says, let's go, Dallas Cowboys. Shut up the haters tonight. Let's do it. Max Fries. Why can't we? Why can't we?
For me, Paul said X factor for me is the O-line. Yeah. That's true too. You got to give Prescott time to throw the ball. You got to block for your running back.
To your Twitter. So for some reason my email ain't working. It says my storage is too full. Don't know what that means. Crazy people.
The play call has been great. More of Mike. I wouldn't say great, but they're doing a lot better than they were. They're doing a lot better than they were, and hopefully tonight is better than last week. Last week was good, but let's hope tonight is better. Let's hope tonight is better, man. People talking like the 49ers are undefeated. No, but they have a good team, and you got to respect Kyle Shanahan for what he does. You got to respect. You got to respect Kyle Shanahan for his play calling. You got to respect his creativity in the running game. You got to respect how he uses Debo.
To take it over, I'm gonna get my cell phone so I can text the link to 1980.
All right, y'all ready for concert? Love hurts, love scars, love fruit. Switch your song. Start me up. Start me up. I'll never stop. Gonna start me up. Start me up. I'll never stop. And I be running hot. All right. So we have to stop. All right. We have to stop the run. Phil Quarter. Are you on your channel? Yes, it's on my channel too. But I can't see it right now. I can't see it on my channel. But yes, it's live on my page too, but I can't see it right now.
You have to go to the stream comments right there.
Man, you messed up my concert. I had a concert while you was gone, dude.
What were you saying? You don't get us copywritten.
Oh.
Man. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get can you email 1980 the link?
I don't know. Can I get off this page without leaving the chat? Okay, share the screen link.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Hold on, let me figure out what his name is.
Copy screen link. Okay, I got the link copied.
Oh, there he is. Jabroni 5249. Shout out to I could do it right here, DJ. $52.49. There he is. Golly, I'm like an old man working this technology. Next. All right, Jabroni. It is in your Twitter box. Okay, let's continue this show. Thank you for holding that down. Fifth quarter Cowboy. Where did he go? All right. So yeah, guys. So we got the Eagles, man. Let me see, make sure I didn't miss anything here. Yeah, we got the super chat squared away. Coach Dante became a member. 1980 is going to be on his way. We lost fifth quarter Cowboys. Yes, we did, Ron. Yes, we did. Eagle fans rivalry suck. Hey, forget the Eagles, man. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried right here about these 49ers. I'm not worried, but it's time for us to come and play. Period. It's time for us to come and play. And if the Dallas Cowboys, lay a goose egg, do things that they ain't supposed to do, they're going to lose this game. They need to come out swinging like they did against Tampa Bay. Big shout out to Allen right here. He's in the house here. But the Cowboys, man, Dan Quinn, I'm trusting Dan Quinn right here, guys. Period. All right. I am pumped up. I am hyped. I'm trusting Dan Quinn to get the necessary things done for our defense and to get a rookie like Brock Purdy off his toes and get him.
You get that in 1980?
Yeah, I sent it to him on Twitter. I'll text it to him.
Cool.
They're like, oh no, we lost fifth quarter Cowboys.
Math 85 facts agent is going to run the ball. I hope Dan got the defense. What's up, winner? I'm super nervous. Okay, next topic. What's next?
Dan Quinn.
All right, can I go?
Yeah.
Because you know how I feel about this. All right, let me say this. Cowboys champ, Dan Quinn. All right, I compare Dan Quinn style of defense to Kellen Moore style of offense. Dan Quinn is more successful, but I feel like they are swag and stunt type of coordinators. I feel like Kellen Moore likes to show off his plays over whether it works or not. He just likes to show the creativity of it. I feel like Dan Quinn likes to show, hey, look at my play, look at my stunts, look at my defensive front, look at the stunts they're doing to get to the quarterback. Look at the plays we're setting up to get to the quarterback. And then when we do that, a running back goes straight past us because Dan Quinn does a lot of stunts and scheme to get the sack. Like, hey, look at me. My defense got this many sacks this year. Okay, but how many yards you got ran on this year? Like I told somebody last week, would you rather be the number one in takeaways or just the number one defense overall? I take number one defense overall any day because that means you're stopping everything.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're stopping everything. Oh, the Cowboys got 3 interceptions this game. Yeah, but they got 180 yards ran on them. Why? Because we're a stunt and scheme type of defense.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Quinn just like to get to the quarterback. That's his thing. He see the guys, he like to get to the quarterback. But for me, I feel like we just need to stick to traditional style football. There's ways to stop the pass and the run. Me and you talked on the phone the other day, and I told you how 1980 explained why he didn't like the 4-2-5, and you said it was okay long as you got the dudes to do it. But I agree with 1980 with the traditional 3 linebackers, man. I feel like it gives us a better chance at stopping the run. But you said you like the 3 safety thing. You know, I'm not really too deep on that. You know, y'all know more about that than me.
Yeah.
4 safeties.
Yeah, because last week on the field they had Israel Mukuamu, they had Donovan Wilson, J-Ron Kearse, and Malik Hooker on the field, and they only carried 2 corners. That's how they ran their dime.
I still think Kellen Moore was running Tecmo Bowls, that offense. But yeah, for me, I feel like Dan Quinn is more stunts and schemes, and it's all to get to the quarterback. On plays where they might even run it, we still run the same play. And that's why running backs run straight past us. That's why the screen plays work on us. And that defense just often goes side to side because they know what we're trying to do. We're trying to sack the quarterback without even knowing. We're not even paying attention to that it could be a possible run. We just sticking to the play. And that's the only thing I don't like about Dan Quinn.
No, well, Dan Quinn defense in the playoffs. I mean, you talk about what do we do? We held them to what? 20 points last year against these 49ers. We held the Chiefs to 19 points at home, the first time ever in Patrick Mahomes' career. The defense, I think they're more than bend, don't break. The problem of this defense is they've been on the field way too long, and they're in their gas. They're tired. The offense has to do their job. The offense, it goes hand in hand, right? But one thing I need the offense to do is do their job today. I don't want Brock Purdy winning the time of possession. I don't want that because that defense for the 49ers, the number 1 overall defense, them on the field huffing and puffing. I need Dak to control. We got to win time of possession today, fifth quarter Cowboys. We have to win it today.
Agree. I agree with you 100% on that. Time possession is big today. I don't care how good you are. I forgot what coach said it. But he said fatigue makes cowards of us all. Fatigue makes us all. It don't matter how strong you are. It don't matter what you are. Fatigue wins every time. I don't care who you are. And like I said on my show the other day, everybody said come in with Zeke and let him beat him up and then let Pollard run. They said thunder and lightning. But I said I'm from the South. It's the other way for us. If you're in the South and you outside and you see a big lightning strike, you know what's coming next. That loud thunder coming right behind. Exactly. So I say you feel me? When you see that lightning strike, you know what's coming. You better cover your ears.
The brighter, the louder.
And thank you. So I said I would like to see Pollard run them tired, get their legs weak, then let Zeke lay the hammer. They can. Zeke is a powerhouse. He's a truck. So if they legs weak, Zeke gonna keep pushing them. That's why I said let Pollard run them tired. Then let Zeke do what he do, the bell cow. You know, that was just my opinion, what I said about it last week. You know, they said thunder and lightning. I said lightning and thunder because that's what we know in the South.
Yeah. I am pumped up.
Right. Dan Quinn must insist the D-line to not over-pursue, especially up the middle. Allow the linebackers to clog up the lane. Yeah. So what we doing next? What we on next?
Why are you rushing the show?
I'm not rushing the show. I just want to keep it organized. I want to have topics and not ramble because I don't want to push away the crowd.
Oh, well, the crowd knows who we are. We're the halftime show, fifth quarter Cowboys, even though we under-delivered on the show this year. Let's talk about that.
What would you think of Dak if we lose this game? Man, this game, it just depends on how he played and how everybody else played and how the game was called. If Dak Prescott has the game in his hand and he folds in this position, 7 years in, $140 million quarterback. I love the rambles. $140 million quarterback. Then we got a problem. You know, my thing with Dak has always been with Dak. I don't care what look the defense give you. He rarely changed up Kellen Moore's plays. He will run it still. Sometimes he do. Sometimes he just still run it. And that's the only thing, because, you know, somebody said him and Kellen are like brothers in the locker room.
Yeah, they're peers.
And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So
here's my take with Dak Prescott. That means he'll be 0-3 in the divisional round. That you have to look at that. I don't care if you're a Dak lover. I don't care. Like, you can give me all the stats in the world. He just surpassed Troy Aikman for touchdowns. He just passed Tony Romo for this. He just did this. He beat Roger Staubach in this. If he goes 0-3 in the divisional round, that's not winning football. That's just same old typical 1995 cents Dallas Cowboys, okay? Listen, I defended Tony Romo for many years, and it got me 0 rings. I can't defend Dak until if he beats the 49ers, and I'm saying this on record, and fifth quarter Cowboys, he's going to have to put his eyeballs back in his head because I'm about to make him pop out, all right? If Dak Prescott wins this game against the 49ers, I will buy a Dak Prescott jersey.
That's big.
I will buy it. I cannot have Dak Prescott go 0-3 in the divisional round. And fifth quarter Cowboys, we got another member of the of the roundtable show that we used to do, included right here in the half table show. Everybody, help me welcome the power man himself, Dallas Cowboy fan 1980.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Deja vu. It's an honor, guys, to be on here with y'all, man. Fifth quarter, Cowboys corner. This is a nostalgia. We used to do this every week. Like, even during the off season, we would get together and just chop it up, man. And that was before it got crazy. You know, people got real sissified on YouTube. And We want to compete and watch my show and we're the real, all that crap, man. It just got real elementary and sissified, man, and that's kind of the reason why we kind of stopped, kind of took a break.
We said we're gonna let them have it. Y'all have it.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't that serious. I mean, it is what it is, man. But anyway, guys, I thank y'all for having me on. This is more than just a game.
Facts. There's a lot at stake.
This is an old school rivalry. This is that rivalry just reborn again. This was that every year it would be Cowboys and 49ers. We already knew what time it was. We already knew that the 49ers would be there and we would be there too. It was just automatic, you know. And this rivalry hasn't, you know, we haven't seen each other. Well, we saw them last year. Obviously, they beat us last year. But this is a rivalry that needs to be reborn again. And I haven't watched any football. I watched a little bit of the games yesterday, but not very much because I already knew the outcome of them. Mm-hmm. Like I said last week with Tampa Bay, this game is going to rely on two things. It's going to rely on two things. The outcome, the winner of this game will have to be who's best on the defensive side of the ball. And it has to be who makes the least amount of mistakes.
Yep.
There's no room for error right now. There's no room. You have to literally, like Jimmy Johnson used to say, you have to literally be perfect in every way. There is no other way. If you're not ready, stay home. Stay in the locker room, stay on the sideline, you know, do what you got to do, come to Jesus moment. There's no time for BS. If we can package, I said this on Fifth Quarter's live stream the other day. If we can, this is a last week against Tampa, we saw a different football team, different Cowboys team. Dak Prescott was probably one of the best games I've seen since 2016. Yeah. Everything was almost perfect with him. His decision making, his accuracy, his running the ball himself, taking matters into his own hands. I haven't seen that Dak in a while. The offensive line was actually blocking. I mean, they didn't do a great job, but they did a good enough job so Dak could get the job done. Our running game wasn't perfect. It was good enough to get the job done. We had less penalties. I think we only had one, maybe two penalties the whole entire game.
That's huge.
And I said on Fifth Quarter's channel this past week, I said the Dallas Cowboys were actually playing football. They actually played football last week. We actually could see them play football. If you take away and factor all the dumbass penalties, all the stupid mistakes, the bonehead mistakes, besides the kicker missing 4 field goals, extra points. God, my God. But if you take all that away, you will actually see a football game. We can compete with the best.
We can.
If you take all that away, mentally, all you got to do is take that away. And that's what Jimmy Johnson was so good at. He was good at, psychologically psyching those players out and having them play mistake-free football. I mean, you're going to make mistakes, but you're playing a very important game that's on the line. You're a representation of your city, of your fan base. And you have to be able to compete at a high level, and you can't do it making mistakes. This game is personal almost like playing the Eagles. It's really personal. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be – those are the two things, the defense and the discipline, which goes along with the line of penalties and things like that. We cannot make mistakes and have penalties Because penalties will beat, like I always say, penalties
We
will
had
beat you
14
faster.
against them last year.
Penalties will beat you faster than the other team. They don't, trust me, the 49ers are a good team. They don't need your help. They don't need our help. And giving them 5 yards here, 10 yards there, dropping balls, throwing interceptions, false start, all that shit, pass interference, not looking back at the ball, holding, whatever. They don't need your help. Just get in there, get the job done, and go home. Same mentality. If we can package that up, put it in the bag. And I hope they brought it with us. Stick it back in the microwave because it's still good. Stick it back in the microwave, add a little ketchup, whatever, and serve it to the 49ers. We can win this ball game. It's possible. Nothing's impossible. We can win this ball.
No, absolutely. And, you talk about the discipline. I went live with the 49er fan yesterday, CG Ruthless, and I talked about the Cowboys have to be disciplined in this game. We had 14 penalties last playoff game against these guys, and it shot us in the foot, man. I mean, Connor Williams had a penalty every other play. It seemed like Randy Gregory had a penalty every other play. Those two guys ain't here. And penalties still have been an issue for the Dallas Cowboys. Terrence Steele is hurt for the year, and a lot of the penalties shifted his way. Tyler Smith, one of the greatest draft picks since Tyron Smith, since Travis Frederick, has really been stepping up here. Left guard, left tackle, left guard, left tackle. So he's been penalized minimal, all right? And there's a bunch of holding. Oh, my God, he's going to be so penalized. He holds too much in college, yada, yada, yada. Not right here. Not right now. Fifth quarter Cowboys, what do you got to say about our offensive line as a unit?
Man, I was one of the guys that was worried about Tyler Smith. And it's only because, I ain't know nothing about the kid, but I was just following everybody else what they were saying. Oh, he had a lot of holders in college. Oh man, he gonna bring it to the NFL. It kind of hurt. I kind of put that in the same category of 19. The old saying: if you limp in the college, you limp in the college, you limp in the NFL. You hurt in college, you hurt in the NFL. So I kind of put it in the category with that. I thought he was gonna bring that bad habit to the NFL, but I give the coaches on the Dallas Cowboys props for cleaning up him as far as the holding penalty, because there ain't been many. And you got to give the coaches props for that. Mike McCarthy said they would clean it up, and they did. Tyler Smith has been excellent. And I'm not overreacting when I say the word. He has been an excellent piece on that O-line for us. They moved that man from left tackle to left guard last week, and he didn't miss a beat. He didn't give up a sack. You got to give that kid props, man. The dude that came into a situation to where he didn't know where he was going to be.
And he's just a rookie, right?
He's a rookie. The dude didn't know where he was going to be. Last week, Jason Peterson. Jason Peters went out. They moved him over. He didn't miss a beat in the middle of the game. The dude practiced all week in one position, and they moved him mid-game, and the man didn't give up a sack. So man, the dude deserves a lot of credit. I feel like, yeah, you're right, Max. He has been great. And I feel like if he had been bad, we'd have been talking about him all year. So the fact that he's been good, he deserves some praise right now. Me and you talked about how last year you was on our center real bad. He has stepped up. Get the coaches props for that too. You was on him pretty bad last year. Mm-hmm. That dude has stepped up, and he get beat sometimes, but overall he's been good. We ain't got to talk about Zach Martin. That's
Hall of Famer.
If they do their job tonight, if that O-line do their job tonight, I think you're probably looking at a 300-yard passing game for Dak, and you're probably looking at a 100-yard rushing game for Tony Pollard. Because when the O-line is clicking, everything else is clicking. When the O-line is clicking, there's holes you can run through, man, wider than when don't hear about the O-line, they are doing good. Exactly, Cowboys champ. And I feel like the offensive line is a big key part of their offense tonight. You give Prescott time to go through his read where he ain't got to rush and got the hot feet, he'll be okay out there. He'll be okay. Like 1980 said, this is personal. This is personal, not just because of what happened this past year, but if anybody know about the Cowboys and the 49ers in the 90s, they knew they were going to see each other in the postseason. It was just going to happen. It was going to happen. And It has that feeling, man. It ain't. They literally just beat us last year and sent us home, and here we go again. Here we go again. I hope the Cowboys take it as personal as we take it, and we don't even play. I hope they're ready. Like I said, this O line, if they play their game that they can play, you got to play big and strong. You got to play big and strong. If you don't play big and strong, you're gonna get bullied, and your quarterback gonna be on the ground. If you don't play big and strong, you're gonna be on the ground. Your quarterback gonna be on the ground. Your running back gonna stay hurt, and you're gonna lose this game. Time possession is key, like you said early. Cowboys corner. Time possession is key tonight. We got to keep this. Like I said, I don't know what I can't remember what coach said it, but he said fatigues make cowards of us all. I don't care who you are, Nick Bosa, whoever. If you're tired, it don't matter how good you are. If you're fatigued, man, I don't care how them legs get the weak. You got to get down that position. Oh man, we've been on the field 20 minutes. Got to get back down again. You tired. Then you just reaching out for the running back jersey. You ain't even trying to grab him. You just reach for it. You ain't even trying to grab him. You just tired and want the play to be over, man. And we control time possession with them big old offensive linemen, man. And you got that two-headed monster at running back, Pollard with the speed, Zeke with the power. We can run that ball all night, man. And like I said, another thing for me, your number 88 has to show why he's on that side. CeeDee Lamb has to be that guy. Not T.Y., not Michael Gallup, not Dalton Schultz. When they needed Dez to be that man, he was that man. When they needed Michael Irvin to be that man, he was that man. Even back to the other 88. When they need you, and it's not a coincidence that all our 88s have been number ones. CeeDee Lamb has been put in this. They wanted him to wear 88. He got it. Mark Cooper left. CeeDee Lamb, number one receiver. He got it. This is the second round of the playoff. I don't want to hear about no damn T.Y. Hill need to be the man tonight. No, he don't. No, he ain't been here long enough for me to even. No, man. We need him to be a swag guy. We need him to come in on third down and use his brain. Be that veteran wide receiver that he know they can either get a PI or a pass. That's what we need T.Y. Hill to do. But as far as this whole game, man, we need 88 to wreck shop tonight, bro. I need to see Lamb, that little stupid nose thing he do. I need to see that about 10, 12 times tonight. First down, I need to see that tonight, man. 88 got to be that man, bro. I don't want to hear about nobody else. Let everybody else gonna get their numbers, but man, CeeDee Lamb has to be. Him and Dak need to go to him. Tony Romo went to Dez when a lot of times when he shouldn't have, and Dez made something out of it. We need that tonight from 88, man. CeeDee Lamb, I need to see them red and black dreadlocks all over the place. And he might need to leave one on the field. I need to see him tonight,
Mr.
man.
Nasty Time. Mr. Nasty Time. Man, listen. I get what you're saying. The Cowboys champ, we do got to talk about the O-line, right? We got Tyron Smith playing right tackle. Hasn't done that since his rookie year. Finally getting the hang of it. You got all-pro Zach Martin. You got Tyler Biadasz coming in there, stepping up. You got Connor McGovern, who I was like very, very down on going into this year. I was like, oh, no, we keep Connor McGovern away from this offensive line. He's came in and stepped up big for us. And then we got our rookie Tyler Smith, who I was happy that I wanted them to draft offensive line. I don't care what position, whether it was left guard or left tackle. They drafted both in one draft, all right? And so I was super pumped about that. But that's why offensive line is important to talk about. But and then with CeeDee Lamb, he's going to draw that double coverage, all right? Dak Prescott has been aggressive in some areas of throwing interceptions, all right? So if Dak can take what the defense is giving him, and that's Noah Brown or T.Y. Hilton or Michael Gallup, that's because of the attention that CeeDee Lamb is getting, all right? Play smart, take what the defense is giving you, Dak Prescott, and don't try to force the ball to any of your wide receivers because that's where things are going to be bad. This defense for the 49ers are number one overall for a reason. They got 20-something interceptions on the year. So we got to do our job of being smart with that football, period. So if that's T.Y., Gallup, Noah Brown, hell, it could be CeeDee Lamb. You never know. But I need that to step up. Tony Pollard. Someone talked about Tony Pollard. He needs to be the X factor. 1,000% TP. I'm not talking about screens. I'm not talking about sweep reverses. Don't get cute. Give a toss of TP to the outside and let him hit the corner and wear down this defense. 1980, what you got, man?
We talking about Tony Pollard?
You talk whatever you want to talk about.
Well, last week on fifth quarter show, I said Zeke Pollard, but I think I meant to say Pollard Zeke because Pollard gives you that speed. He gives you so many things out of the backfield. Zeke still can bring something here and there. Zeke brings that blocking as well. He saved Dak's life a whole bunch of times this season. But like I say, everybody on this team needs to feel like I felt before game. If they don't feel the same way I felt, they on 105.3 The Fan, they were talking. They had a lot of guest speakers on. They had Kenny Gann on, the guy that used to do the Shark. They had Emmitt Smith on. They had Michael Irvin on. They had Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones.
Can we see that shark move one more time?
Huh?
Can we see that shark move one more time?
Shark. Because Kenny Gann got that thing called the Shark. Yeah, man. The Shark was, man, he was an excellent special teams guy.
Yeah.
He was on there, man, doing his thing, and they all said the same thing. They all said the very, very exact same thing, man. They said they need to visualize themselves winning the game. They should already have in mind that this game is won. He said that's why Jimmy Johnson went back and put in bold 6-8-inch letters, however many inches it was, said we will win the ball game because he knew that when he wrote that check, we would cash it. And he knew what type of players we were. He knew what type of team we were, what type of coaching staff he had. And we were just a confident bunch. And confidence, that's what we played with last week. I saw confidence in Dak Prescott. The leader of the football team, I saw confidence in Dak Prescott. When Dak Prescott threw that ball last week, I wasn't like, oh, shit. I wasn't like, oh, no, Dak. I mean, he was just bloop, bloop, just dropping dimes, bloop, 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 every time he got, man. It seemed automatic. It was something that we haven't saw in a while. That's what I said earlier. And I was just amazed. And, those great players came on 105.3 The Fan, and they reminisced, and they talk about the rivalry and all those things. And they talk about how much it meant to them. They talk about how Jimmy Johnson approached them, how Jimmy Johnson wanted them to dress a certain way and act a certain way, talk a certain way, walk a certain way, be in by a certain time, visualize, treat this as professionally as you can, but have fun at the same time. If you're going to go out, be back at this time. I miss him so much because he was so positive. He was such a leader. He was almost like our dad. He was just like, he said and did the right things. He said things. He was a coach. He was a coach. He didn't give a damn what camera was facing him and, all that stuff. And he just knew that they would be there. And we can't really say that about this coaching staff. The game is so different now. And, money and all that shit, politics and all that crap, exists now. So you really can't do too much fat mouthing. But I sat back Friday and yesterday, and I watched the 92 season. I watched the 93 season. I even watched the 94 season. I watched the 95 season. And I was just, looking at the things that they did for preparation and all those things, man. And it just, I'm just hoping this Dallas Cowboy team that we got right now are on that same level, on that same mindset, because that's the type of mindset you got to have when you're in the postseason. There's no, like I've always said, man, there's no best of seven. There's no best of seven. You lose, you go home. You should be afraid. You should be afraid to go home. You should be like, man, I do not want to go home. I can't stand this shit. I remember being a freshman in high school, freshman, sophomore, and I played a couple of games of freshman. I got moved up to varsity, and I was so happy that it was off season because I got tired of getting laid out by them juniors and them seniors, them upperclassmen, And but the seniors, they were upset because it was off season because that was it was it for them. It wasn't no coming back. They were all crying. We made it to the Texas Stadium, man, and we made it deep in the playoffs, and we got beat by Mount Pleasant or somebody like that, Sulphur Springs or somebody like that. But yeah, we made it all the way to the Texas Stadium, man. And the seniors, they were all crying and stuff. My brother, they were all crying, and because it wasn't no coming back from that. That was it for them. They were moving on, And us underclassmen, we were like, shit, yeah, off season, yeah, no pads, all that shit, shorts and t-shirt, But that mindset of if we lose, it's a wrap. Regardless of what car you driving, what mansion you walking into, how much money, like DJ said earlier, I hope they just as fired up as we are. I hope and pray that they just as fired up as we are. Because if you visualize yourself winning this game, if you visualize yourself not making any stupid mistakes, if you visualize yourself laying them on their ass where they belong, if you visualize yourself doing what you got to do for your city, for this fan base, that's why I say it's personal. It's just personal against the 49ers. It's personal for Cowboy fans, period. Cowboy Nation, whatever you want to call it, because it's been almost 30 years since we've been to the Super Bowl. Since 95. Right. 95, guys. Yep. That's a long time, man. Mm-hmm. Or most Cowboy fans wasn't even alive then.
Ooh.
All they know is this shit right here. All they know is this one and done shit. And everybody, what's so hot about the Cowboys, man? But see, we skipped school to go to them parades downtown when we won them Super Bowls and things like that. And it's personal for us because we tired of other fan base members and even our own fan base members turning on us and all that shit. We tired. We ready to win. It's a new day. It's a new era. It's an attitude era. All the bonehead mistakes and penalties, you can leave that at the front door. We don't need it. We don't need you. And we just got to get out there and play, man. It's just, like I said, I didn't come over here to really talk X's and O's and all that stuff. It's really self-explanatory, man. It's really self-explanatory, dog. When that ball go in the air, whether we getting it or they getting it, we got to get the job done, man. Defense, 3 and out. No conservative bullshit. Everything has to be aggressive, just like last week. Say, man, guess what? Guess what? Last thing. These cats, the 49ers, they're a good team. But guess what they do just like us? They put their pants on one leg at a time, just like we motherfucking do. You get what I'm saying? They human. Ain't nobody from Krypton or Cybertron, Terminator 2 and all that shit.
Just the greatest Terminator ever.
They can get put on their ass too. You get what I'm saying? So we gotta get going there with that mindset, man. That's all. I mean, I hate to go so long, man, but we just gotta go in with that mindset, man. And that's it. That's just bottom line.
We got a $5 super chat from Max Fries. He said, Tony Pollard's due for a big game. I love the show, guys. Thank you so much for the $5 holla. And I'm glad you loved the show. It was a spontaneous show. I called fifth quarter Cowboys up at, 9 o'clock this morning. And I was all getting them fired up. He said, dude, let's go live. I said, what time? He said, 3 o'clock. I said, ooh. So I got the show started. He goes, I was like, I got the show scheduled for 3. He said, let's go live right now. So we went live 30 minutes early. So, and then 1980 over there, let me on, guys. Of course. Come on in. The link is open.
Yeah, just to follow up a 1980 point, man, I agree, man. This is the 49ers. You got to be aggressive. None of that conservative stuff, man. And I'm with you, bro. Them men get up just like we do and put their clothes on, their pants on one leg at a time. They ain't got no superpowers. Debo can go down like any other man. CMC can go down like any other man. You got one advantage. They got a rookie quarterback playing in the second round of the playoff. Take advantage of it. He's never been here. Dak Prescott, you been here. Zeke, you been here. Zagmar, you been here plenty of time. DeMarcus Lawrence, you one of the reasons we made it to the second round when you picked up that damn fumble against the Detroit Lions back in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been here. You know what it's like to be in that first round, making it to the second. You the reason. You messed up a fumble, then you got a sack and got one back, man. So you know what it's like. And you ain't Anthony Houston, which I think was a PI. But anyways, we got there. So we got an advantage, man. We got a rookie quarterback. I'm not saying he can't do the job, but can we not take advantage of that? If our defensive coordinator can't do this, and that's the thing, we don't hold Dan Quinn accountable enough for some of this stuff.
Right.
Hey, Dan Quinn, since we beat whoever we beat last week, we got Brock Purdy next week. Let's go. You have enough tape on Brock Purdy to know what he does, to know what he do good and what he don't do good. You have one of the best defensive ends in the league. You got two of the best defensive ends in the league with DeMarcus Lawrence, and you can call parts of the defensive end or whatever. You know, and see, he one of them guys that a lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people don't know that Von Miller was a linebacker. A lot of people don't know that LT was a linebacker because they played him on the edge because they were so good. Guys that probably just started watching the Cowboys would think Michael Parsons is a defensive end, but his original position is a linebacker. These are transcendent type guys. Most every linebacker that they put on the edge have when it became great. What his name? Khalil Mack, the linebacker. They put him on the edge. Those are transcendent type players, and we have one. We have the privilege to have one, and we have the privilege to have one on the other end that has been there. D-Law came in 2014, made it to the second round. He was the reason we made it to the second. One of the reasons, because he got in that backfield when we needed him to. If I'm not mistaken, Cowboys corner, he was a rookie, wasn't he?
Who's that?
In 2014, when D-Law got that sack on Detroit,
he was a rookie.
He was a rookie.
Yeah,
he was one of the reasons we got to the second round where Green Bay ganked us for that cat Dez caught it. But if you don't go out there and be aggressive today, and me and you talk, we talk on the phone all the time, and you said one thing, you said, bro, they can't start slow because I can see 14. I can see San Francisco having us 14-0. And I said, man, don't say that, man. And I said, don't say that because it's so true. Yeah. It's so true. If the Cowboys come out there playing slow, San Fran will be 14. If they have us 14-0 if we come out there playing slow. And the Cowboys get up there and they say, we know the guys we have in the locker room. We know the team that we have. And I have, man, listen, man. When I'm shadow boxing with myself, I'll be like, whew, boy, I'm deadly, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I get a punching bag, boy. I get the, boy, I'm good, boy. Till somebody else get in front of me and know how to punch too. See, the Cowboys, they be at practice, man. They be doing all these spectacular plays, and we be like, sheesh, man. We see Dak throw a dime, boy, he can knock a penny off a field goal post. That's because the guys on the other side ain't trying to hurt you. It's your own team. See, the Cowboys don't take into a game the confidence or the feeling that they have in themselves, how better they are the other team. They take into the game what they did in practice against their own teammates. And that's terrible to do. You got to know what you can do to these other guys. You got to look at the other guys' weaknesses. I don't want to see a 50-yard pass you threw to CD Lamb with boss man Fats covering him.
Demotion penalty Fat.
That don't mean nothing. Murder man Fats. That's what you mean. That don't mean nothing to me. I don't care. They get hype at practice. See, when you at practice, you should get hyped off the camaraderie. You should get hyped off the connection you have with your players and your coaches and stuff like that. Don't get hyped because you see Zeke go for 40 yards at practice because the other guys ain't trying to hurt him. And that be our problem. They have a good week of practice because of what they did against each other, and that's the type of confidence they take into the game. No, you take into the confidence, man, we finna whoop these boys, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You take to the confidence, man, I'm Dak Prescott. That's Brock Purdy. He can't do nothing with me. That's what you take into this game. You take it to this game, bro, Michael Parsons. They put me on a pedestal, and I'm finna sit up here and cross my legs and feast on Brock Purdy today. That's what you take into this game. And it's personal, bro. They dog walked us last year. So many penalties. Randy Gregg was just back. So many penalties, man. Yep. We had maybe 2 penalties last week. I think it was probably even 1. And one thing I need tonight, Trayvon Diggs.
Ooh.
Stop grabbing people.
Oh, God.
Stop grabbing people. Trayvon Diggs, I'm going to tell you, Trayvon has to work on his conditioning. Regardless of what happened this offseason, He has to work on his conditioning. He gets tired too fast.
That's why he be so far back.
And that's why you said it last week, and that's why he gets tired so fast. He be so far back, he don't want to get beat. And as soon as he get beat, he grab you. He made a joke himself 5 weeks ago when he hurt his thumb. He said, maybe it'll stop me from grabbing people. I ain't think it was funny. I didn't find it funny because he made a joke himself because he know what he's been doing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Randy was laughing after the penalty because he won a disciplined team last year. Yeah, he won't tackle. Trayvon has to step up.
Yeah.
Other cornerbacks have been playing better than him.
Yeah.
It's just that he's running off what he did last year.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's a bad cornerback, but he has a conditioning problem that he has to fix. You can be in shape that small and still have a conditioning problem. He has one. He gets fatigued too fast.
Yeah.
I was wondering why he was playing so way back. Look at him last week. He was lent over heathen like he had run 40, like he run 40 miles.
When you get tired, you get. That's what why when I was in high school or college, and you get tired, I used to get back because I didn't want to get beat. I was tired. I used to play.
And cornerbacks, they normally give a 5-yard push. He back further than 5 yards. I'm like, why is Trayvon back so far? I was like, yo, and you stay back that far? Okay, man, we're gonna run a quick slant and get these quick 5 yards on you. Then we're gonna eat it up, bro. So play discipline ball, like 1980 said. Something we learned in Pop Warner. Tackle. They taught you how to wrap up in Pop Warner. Tackle. O-line. I'm not too worried about the defensive front because I do feel like D-Law, he's such a veteran out there. He gonna get them boys right. Diggy Zoo always steps up, man. That's your boy there, Cowboys corner, Diggy Zoo. He steps up, man. He steps up. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you who ain't been worth 2 pennies. Never Gillimore, whatever his name.
He was inactive last week.
Exactly. He been inactive since he been on this team. I don't even know why he come to the game. He stayed back so far that he can read it.
Real quick, Deontay B, he did send a $4.99 super chat. He said this will be the game about want to. Who wants it more? Who's willing to leave it all on the field, especially on the lines? And that's 100% accurate. Thank you so much, Deontay B, for that super chat.
All right, we right at about an hour.
We
right at about an hour, bro. You want to get a couple more topics in and wrap it up?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. So, yeah, we got less than 2 hours.
I got one.
What is it?
Mike McCarthy.
All right.
What is Mike McCarthy's job tonight?
Ooh. Can I go first?
Yeah. That's what I was pointing to. Yeah, go ahead.
A year ago, 53 weeks ago to be precise, after the 49ers kicked our teeth in at home at AT&T Stadium, Mike McCarthy stood on a podium and said, our team just wasn't motivated enough to go play this game today.
Yeah.
Look, after one game, I seen all the Dak people. Oh, my God, we owe Dak Prescott an apology. We owe Kellen Moore an apology. We owe Mike McCarthy an apology after one game. After one game, I've seen this. No one is off the hook yet because we still haven't won anything. And Mike McCarthy is in the same boat of we haven't won anything. If I had a shot of tequila for every time I heard Mike McCarthy talk about the Super Bowl that he won in Green Bay in North Texas at AT&T Stadium, I'd die of liver failure right now. I'm so tired of hearing about it. It was years ago. All right. This for Mike McCarthy, can he get his team motivated? Number one. Can he get Kellen Moore a little swift kick in the buttocks to start fast? Can he have his team disciplined with no penalties? Maybe under five, right? his game clock management, he stumbled. In the 3 years he's been a Cowboys head coach, he stumbled on clock management. Can he get that on point today? So all those things I'm talking about is fundamental football.
Yeah.
And we're talking about a head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. So Mike McCarthy, if that seat ain't hot, I got a size 13 I can put. My ridges will be on your ass. And when you see them ridges, it's going to remind you of Cowboys corner. Pa-pow. All right. Everything about Mike McCarthy has to be on point today. Clock management, discipline, Kellen Moore, Dan Quinn, having his team motivated. All that has to happen. Put on a chain and get caught in the gritty and breakdancing or whatever you're saying. All right. All that's out the window. This is a new game. This is a new week. I don't care about the short turnaround. I don't care about any of that. The Chiefs and the Eagles had 2 weeks to prepare, and no one said a word about it. Why? Because it's football. I don't want to hear shit about 6 days of work for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't want to hear about 4 road games on the road for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't want any excuses for the Dallas Cowboys. The only thing I want is a victory. The only thing I want to see on Twitter is the 49ers have been eliminated. And that starts with your head football coach in Mike McCarthy.
Great point. I agree 100%. The head coach is the one that is the chief, is really the one running the show. And there's really nothing more I can say that my boy just said right now. He hit the nail on the head, hit it right on the nose. I remember, I always got to talk about my experiences because that's how I get people to understand. I remember I had a coach, Coach Johnson. He was our defensive coordinator. He wasn't an offensive guy. He was all about defense. He didn't really care about offense. He liked it when we scored, but he just didn't care. I used to all the time. He used to get in my face. Jackson, what are you doing? You're not mean like your brother. Your brother was a monster. You're a little pretty boy. You know. He used to always you always do that Dion crap and all that stuff. He used to always get in my face, man. He used to always be on me. And I never understood why. Even when I did good, he was on me. It never made him happy. Nothing I did made him happy. I got 2 picks in one game one time. He still went. He act like that was something I was supposed to do. You know, like as a parent, you know, you buy your kids school clothes. What you need a pat on the back for? That's something you're supposed to do as a parent. So, for example, he was an intimidating guy for me because his presence and everything about him was just intimidating because I wanted to make him happy. He was almost like a parent, you know. I wanted to make him happy, but he never had a smile on his face. He was just one of those type of defensive coordinators, man. He was a damn good one. And I got a pick 6 one game, and I went to him and, you know, how'd I do, coach? Good job. And he get on over there, get ready for offense. And I was just like, damn, you know. And that's the type of guy he was. And I appreciate him for that. Mm-hmm. Because he always made me think of it made me think of what I could do better. You get what I'm saying? He always made me feel like, okay, you did good right here, but you got to do good again. That's what I do for my kids. My kids say, hey, Dad, I made a good grade on the test. Good job. Let's go study for the next one.
Yep.
But Dad, I got 100. I know. Good job. Let's go in there and get ready for the next one. Because if you praise them and you know, all that stuff, they'll think that's it. They'll think that, oh, we won against Tampa Bay. Oh, we're good. We blew them out. You know, we beat Tom Brady. We finally beat Tom Brady. We've done it. No. No. I'm sorry, bro. That ain't it. Get your ass back in that film room and watch film on the 49ers. Get your punk ass in there. I'm tired of seeing you on the commercials and all that shit. Get your ass in there and get in that field and do some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how you should be as a coach. You get what I'm saying? So Mike McCarthy, that fear, that Jimmy Johnson fear, like I do not mess up in front of this man because shit, if he ain't happy because I get a pick, just imagine what he gonna do if I fuck up, Yeah. So these players, I know it ain't gonna happen in 1 week because we haven't seen it really all season. So what we're talking about is probably too late. You get what I'm saying? But we're just talking about how they should be, how McCarthy should be, how Dan Quinn should be, how Kellen Moore should be, how the coaching staff should be. But, that's a whole nother subject because look who you got behind them. You got Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones and, shit like that. He's going to think, McCarthy had a good year. We're 12-5 or 13 or whatever. But in our eyes, we're like, man, our prize is bigger than 12-5 or 13-5 or making it to the divisional round and all that shit. Our prize is hoisting up that damn Lombardi trophy. That's when we'll be happy. But to them, it's just like, he had a good year and yada yada. No. We got more football to do. We got more to go. We got some games to go. You know what I'm saying? So Philly went out there and took care of business yesterday. You get what I'm saying? They had an easy ride, but they still had to execute. We got to go out there and do the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So that's my opinion on how a coach should be. Now, I don't know Mike McCarthy personally, but he's a lot more laid back and calm than Jimmy Johnson was. You get what I'm saying? So we all know how he should be, and obviously it's too late. That's not him. But let's just hope. Let's just hope that these guys are mentally and physically. They got these guys mentally and physically prepared and mentally and physically scared to make a mistake today because it's time out for that. There's no room for error today.
No, 100%. My teachers used to tell me it takes 5 100s to make up 1 0. So you got to keep trying. Fifth quarter Cowboys. So this is your topic right here. What's your thoughts on Mike McCarthy?
Man, I just feel like if he don't show up today, then it won't be next year or none of that. This is it. This is it. If he don't show up today, this is it. Oops. You got to be big in this moment, man. This is the second round, 49ers going against Kyle Shanahan. He beat you last year. If he beat you this year, bro, the experiment is over, in my opinion. If he beats you again, the Mike McCarthy experiment is up because even though Kellen Moore is in charge of the play caller, you still oversee everything. You still can say, no, I don't think that's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, if you don't step up, the Mike McCarthy is done, man. It's time to move on. That's just how I feel about it, man. I don't think it's nothing fancy. I don't think it's nothing special. I don't think there's like, he didn't. Nah, man. You gotta be that guy today. You gotta be that guy for 4 quarters. You gotta be what it means to be a head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. You gotta be what it means when you stood up on that podium and asked you how could you win. You said because I've done it before. You said because I won a Super Bowl before, which is ridiculous to say. You gotta prove to everybody that it wasn't just you roll Aaron Rodgers' coattail. You gotta prove to us you had a big part in that. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't do that today, then you're just gonna be the guy that won a Super Bowl because of Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you got enough weapons on both sides of the ball to go out there and be big today. And it's just that simple, man. It ain't that special. It ain't no secret. Like 1980 said, these guys ain't got no antimonium in their system. They don't have no, what that was, they ain't got no vibranium in their body. Kyle Shanahan is a coach just like you. He's actually young. You're way more experienced than him. You got weapons. You gotta be big today, man. You gotta be aggressive. We can't. If we fourth and 3, go for it. I don't care.
They did it last week, 4th and 4.
Pundit ain't got us nothing in 30 years. What's wrong with trying something different? Go for it, man. That's just how I feel, y'all. That's just how I feel. I gotta get off here because I gotta put my bets in for the game.
Well, where can they find you?
Man, it depends on what state you're in, man. If you're in Dallas, you can find me at DG's Script Club. Y'all know what that is.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh my God.
Nah, Fifth Quarter Cowboys on YouTube. I don't even know my Twitter name. I changed it so much.
Dude, I didn't know my Twitter there for a while either. It's okay.
The 1980 gift is soliloquy, bro. You gotta give me for this game, for the good luck. You gotta give me the old school send off.
Oh.
And you know what I'm talking about. I need it for luck, man.
All right. I'll do it after this. But guys, I don't know who y'all pray to, but Ron Smith is a longtime follower of all of us on the show, and he's battling cancer. Y'all can send a prayer to Ron Smith, who's battling cancer. Man, it's unfortunate. The famous words are "fuck cancer." I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And Ron Smith, stay strong, brother. You got this. And Cowboy Nation's rooting for you, brother. Cowboy Nation's definitely rooting for you, Ron. So 1980, where can they find you?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that just broke my heart a little bit. Ron, I did not know. I didn't know. I'm sorry, man. We can beat it though.
Yep.
We can beat it. So I'm not sad. So because I know we can beat it. I can't stand it. It's something they should have found a cure for years ago. But wow. God bless you, man, you and your family. And we'll be watching a lot of games together. So we'll beat it. We'll beat it. But you can find me right here on YouTube, Dallas Cowboy Fan 1980. Same thing on Twitter. Will Jackson on Facebook. Yeah, we have to win this game today. Just got to win. No mistakes, no penalties. And we have to treat that quarterback like a rookie that he is. Once we do that, that's the first thing. He's a rookie. Treat his ass like one. We have to do that first. If you get out there and let him run around and hot dog and all that shit and find somebody open, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You have to treat this guy like a damn rookie today that he is. God bless him, but he's a rookie. You got to stay in a rookie's place. I'm not a 49er fan, so I don't have too much care for him. You know, God bless him, but I just treat his ass like a rookie today. Once we do that, once we establish that, we'll be fine. But treat his ass like a rookie today. That's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all having me on Fifth Corner. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll be doing my halftime, guys. Halftime and then the post game. So I'll be
Yeah. All right, Fifth Quarter asked for it. Here we go. Dallas Cowboy Football News on YouTube. Dallas Cowboy Football News on Facebook. DCF News 1 on Twitter. Don't ever follow those. You're not going to find me, though. Don't do it's Cowboys Corner on everything. But if y'all, oh crap, I messed it up. Dallas Cowboy Football News on YouTube. Dallas Cowboy Football News on Facebook. DCF News 1 on Twitter. And if y'all man enough to talk X's and O's, slide in my DMs like a hoe. All right, fellas, we out of here. Peace out. Let's go, Cowboys. We got an hour and a half till kickoff. Let's go. Let's beat these guys. 49ers going down. DC 4L on top, baby. Let's get it.